So what we'll do is we'll start at the CDE, which is www.cde.ca.gov, and we'll come down here to Data and Statistics, and we'll click that. You don't have to click any of the other things down there. And underneath Highlights is a link for DataQuest. We'll click that. And we have a whole bunch of information that we can ask it to show us, but we're going to pick a school level right here. And then the subject is we're going to come down here and we're going to look at STAR test results, because that gives us some really nice data that we can look at. We just click Submit. And you can pick for a single year, and you can go forward or backward, but we'll just pick the most current data. And what I'm going to do is type in start as a school name, click Submit. We can drop this down to see if there's other schools there that have the same name, but this one doesn't. And then I'm just going to click Submit again. And then right here is where I basically tell DataQuest what data I want. So this is, I'm looking at CSTs, the county is current, this is the school district, that's the school. I'm going to look at all students here, and I'm just going to click View Report. If you click Download Research File, it's a huge file and you won't know what to do with it anyway, so just click View Report. And then I have this data here, and you can see here I've got the English Language Arts scores, I've got the mathematics scores, I've got the science scores, and they're only given in 5th, 8th, and 10th grade. So you can see Tompkins is only goes up to 5th grade. So let's just look at the math scores. And so what I'm going to do is come over here and grab all this data, and I'm going to go all the way up. And so I've highlighted almost the whole table, and I'm just going to right click, and then I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go over to my Excel spreadsheet, and then I can right click and I can paste it. And I have all this data here. Now it's messy right now. I need to clean it up. Really all I want is this data down here from advanced to far below. The stuff above I don't really need, right? But first I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to hold down the Shift button, and I'm going to click between the A and the B, and that's just going to put all the data so it fits in all these cells here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, and I'm going to grab all these cells that I don't need. And these are actually rows that I don't need. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look at Delete. And I'm just going to click Delete. And now I have all my data nice and clean here. I'm going to click these columns because they're empty, and I can go over here and hit Delete. And the last thing I'm going to delete is this where it says result type, because I don't need that information. I just need the advanced, proficient, basic, below basic, far below basic, and I need the grade levels here. Okay. Now, really when I'm looking at this data, what really counts is how many kids are proficient and above, and how many kids are basic and below. So what I want to do is kind of combine this data into those two sets. So I'm going to start a whole new set of data. I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to put proficient and above, and then below that I'm going to put basic and below. And what I want to do is I want to add the advanced and proficient scores here and have it show up in this box. And so what I have to do is put in a formula. Put in the equal signs. That tells the computer, okay, I'm going to formula. And if I come way over here, there's that little thing that says Autosum, and I can just click that, Autosum. And actually, since nothing happened in here, make sure you click it so that something happens. Now you'll see this box. I should use my. You see this box of kind of marching ants going around. And what I want to do is just grab that. I only want the first two, and I only want, so I want to make sure that I just have it around those two, and then I can hit Enter. And there you can. So I'm going to sit in here. I'm going to hit equals. I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. I'm going to put in the word sum, S-U-M, because that's what I want it to do. And I'm going to put a parenthesis, because that lets it know. And you can see here it says from what number to what number. So I'm going to grab these three right here from basic down to far below and hit equals. And you can see there that those, those two would add up to 100%. So that tells me how many are above and how many are below. Again, I can just grab, pull that all the way across, and it's done all the data for me. I'm going to grab it up here, grab those 4 grade levels. I'm going to copy, I'm going to come here, and I'm going to paste them. Okay, and now I have my proficient and above, my basic and below, and I have all my data in there. All I need to do now is make the chart. So I select everything that I want to be in the chart. Okay, so I have that selected. Don't worry about this up here. Just I have that all selected. And I come up here and I'm going to insert, and I'm going to insert a column chart. And I'm just going to pick the basic one and I'm going to click it. And you can see here now, you can see the blue line is for proficient and above, the red line is for basic and below. And you can kind of see what's happening here is as the students get older, their ability to get proficient is becoming harder, and their ability to fall in basic and below is getting easier. Now, what I can do also is, because this is an active, you can see how this frame is activated. I can just right-click on it, and I can copy it, and then I can go into my Word document and actually paste it.